Okay, so I just want to give a small introduction about myself before starting off the session. My name is Ram Pati. I have nearly 13 plus years of IT experience. In this 13 plus years of experience, I've been working for SQL Server, MSPI, and the data analysis courses and Azure Data Engineering. So these are the technologies what I've been working and providing the trainings. I have total 8 plus years of IT trainings and placement assistance experience in the market. So we are located in Hyderabad location. Our training institution is E-Classes. It was established in 2016 and we are offering training as well as placement assistance also for all the students who are is going to be enrolled. If you want to visit our center, coaching center, so simply you can goes to the Amirpet, and this is our office infrastructure where you can see in Hyderabad location in Amirpet over here. Okay, so you guys can come and practice and sit over there. Okay, before starting off this course, what exactly like duration, cost, what are all the things we are going to provide for training as well as placement assistance. I want to first understand what exactly a Azure Data Engineering course and where exactly it is going to be used it over here. Then after I will tell you about this course duration, what are all the things I'm going to provide for you. So what is Azure Data Engineering course? If you see nowadays in the market, there is a lot of importance for the data. Am I right? Because every day there is a lot of data is generating from everyone from the day begins. Correct? So even this artificial intelligence is day by day growing over here. The artificial intelligence. Because of this artificial intelligence, there are so many things are going to be automated. Even this artificial intelligence to work properly, the AI to work properly, it needs some data as a input. So that is the importance of the data. And who is going to managing, who is going to managing, and who is going to processing, and who is going to storing of this data, that person we are calling it as a data engineer. So data engineer is going to managing of a business data and processing of the business data and storing of the business data over here. Okay, so let's take one use case scenario. For example, I'm going to running some supermarkets over here. Okay, I'm running some supermarket. This is one supermarket, this is another supermarket located in different locations. So this supermarket is in a Hyderabad location, sorry, in US. Another supermarket another supermarket I have in another supermarket I have in India. So in every supermarket, there are some billing counters are there. This is billing counter one. This is billing counter two. So when a customer is coming to the supermarkets, when a customer is coming to the supermarket, he is going to buy the product. The moment when he is going to buy the product, in the billing counter, he is going to do the transactions. Once the transactions are completed, what will happen? The transaction details, like what is the product he purchased, how much quantity, what is the amount. So every information is going to be saved in the backend database over here. Okay, so the transactions from your billing counter will be saved in the backend database over here. Am I right? So this is the business setup. Everywhere we are going to keep it over here. This is the business setup. Okay, this is the business setup we are going to maintaining in every business. Am I right? Even if you are going to the medical shop, if you are going to DMart, any shopping mall, everywhere there is a billing application. In the backend there is a database servers. So these database servers are going to have the information related to the, are going to have the database information in the backend. Okay, as a data engineer, what is your role? As a data engineer, your role is whatever the data available in this location, in this database server, in this database server. So whatever the business data is available in different locations, different servers, you need to process that data into one particular location. You need to process that data into one particular location. This is called ETL. Okay, this is called ETL. ETL stands for extracting the business data, applying the and transforming the business data. Okay, and finally loading that business data into one particular centralized location, that is called data warehousing. Okay, so to do this ETL process and to store your data, we need some softwares, right? Definitely. To do this ETL process, what do you mean by ETL? ETL means take the data from this database server and clean the data, transform the data as per your business requirement and store it over here. Then after, from this server also extract the data, apply the transformations and load the data over here. So to do this ETL process, we have some softwares. To do this data storage, we have some software storage services. Earlier days, we are using some softwares which we are installing in our local servers. That is called on-premises. But now, Microsoft company, AWS, Amazon company, Google GCP companies, these three companies are providing these ETL services and storage services in cloud environment. So, I am going to use a softwares already managed managed already in a cloud. Those softwares you can use to implement this ETL process and store the data. So for that I'm going to use Microsoft having a cloud, that is Microsoft Azure cloud environment. So Microsoft Azure is a cloud based platform. It is going to offer so many software services over here. Do you want to see that Microsoft Azure? If you want to see the Microsoft Azure, simply you can able to log into portal.azure.com. This is a cloud environment. Inside this portal.azure.com, simply you are going to, inside this portal.azure.com, simply log in with the email address and password. Then inside this we have so many software services are available. You can see all the services over here. These are all the software services over here. So whichever the software you need for your project purpose, you can able to utilize those software services. You can create that and implement the project over here. For example, if you want to store the data, there are different kind of storage services available. For example, if you want to do the ETL process, there are different kind of ETL services available. Okay, as a part of this Microsoft Azure, inside the cloud, to do the data engineering, what are all the software services available? The software services available inside as a data engineer is, one is about the for storage purpose, what are the services available? For ETL purpose, what are the services available? Let's see. For storage purpose, we are going to use either a storage account with a blob storage, or a storage account with a data lake gen 2, or Azure SQL database, Azure Synapse. These are the services we are going to use for the purpose of storage purpose. Storage purpose. And for the ETL purpose, we are having data factory service and data brick service and live streaming service, live streaming jobs. These are the services available over here for storage and for ETL purpose. So why we need three different ETL services? Let's try to understand. Data factory is zero coding. That means you are going to just drag and drop the software services. You are going to just drag and drop the software services, and you are going to implement some data ETL pipelines. What do you mean by pipelines? Pipelines are for processing of the data, copying data from one place to another place. But data bricks is it's like a part of a you need to write down some commands over here. What kind of commands we are going to write down over here? Either you can write down SQL commands, or we can write down PySpark commands. PySpark is nothing but a Python only. Okay, so this is not a programming. It is just you need to write down a commands over here. Streaming jobs means if you want to stream the data, live data. For example, I have a IoT machines. From the IoT machines I want to read the data, the live streaming data. Then you can able to use live streaming jobs over here. This is also zero coding over here. Based on the scenario, we are going to use any of the one ETL tool in the projects. I'm going to teach you all these three over here. Okay, all these three over here we are going to teach you over here. Let's, for example, if you want to see the data factory, how it looks. Let's, for example, you can search on the top data factories over here. Simply you can goes to the data factory. See, I already created a data factory. How to create a data factory? Simply click on create. Once you click on create over here, then it is going to ask few details over here. Just fill all these details, review and create. But I have already created. Let's go back and open this data factory service whichever already I created. And you need to open a studio to do any kind of further development over here. So to develop any ETL pipelines by using this Azure Data Factory, simply you can able to create one pipeline, and you can drag and drop the things whatever available over here. See, here you can goes to the author. Under the author you can simply goes to the new pipeline, and then here you can able to drag and drop the things over here. See, whatever the activities you want, you can drag and drop, and you can connect these two things over here. So this is how a data factory pipelines can be developed over here. A data factory pipelines can be developed over here. This is zero coding data ETL pipelines. If you want similar like a data bricks, then what you can do, simply you can goes to the data bricks over here. Inside here you have a data bricks. See, there is Azure data bricks. You need to create this Azure data bricks, and then you need to open that one. So once you are logging inside this one with the email address, you can write down some commands inside, that is Databricks. Okay, these tools we are using mostly for the data processing from one place to another place. Data processing tools. Okay, finally to store your data, there are different kind of services available. What are the services available for storage purpose? We have a storage account blob, storage account data lake gen 2, Azure SQL database, Azure Synapse. If you see these two services, we are going to use to store the data in terms of the files. For example, you have a data in terms of a files. Files means you have a Excel files and CSV files, Excel files, CSV files, and what are the other files we have? Images and audio, video, any kind of files. If you want to store, you can able to use these two services. Simply you can create this storage account with a blob, or storage account with a data lake gen 2, and then you can able to upload your files inside this. For example, if you want to save your data in terms of a database, your data you want to save in terms of the database, tables and SQL queries, all those things, simply you can able to use it Azure SQL database or Azure Synapse over here. Got it? Database, tables and SQL, these are files. If you want to save, you can able to use these things. So in this training I'm going to cover completely these two storage services, how to create, how to store the data, these two services, how to create databases, how to store the data, and how to develop a data factory Databricks live streaming jobs. These are all the services as a data engineer you are going to use to implement your project. Apart from this, we have to learn some admin and DevOps related things as well. What are the other services we are going to use is I'm going to cover few logic apps and also Key Vaults. Azure Key Vaults I'm going to cover and Active Directory. Okay, Active Directory, Active Directory, and I'm going to cover DevOps concepts like a Git repository and how to do the deployment process by using a CI/CD pipelines, how to create these things. I'm going to cover as a part of the administration and DevOps related concepts as well, because you should aware of these things as well. Okay, then finally I'm going to cover one more thing for two sessions: Power BI. What is a Power BI? Finally, once your data is coming and storing inside this Microsoft Azure cloud, by using Power BI, we are going to designing of the reports and dashboards over here. By using Power BI, we are going to designing of the reports and dashboards. Power BI is a reporting and visualization tool. We can able to connecting to the storage and designing of the reports and dashboards. Clear? So this is all about as a Azure data engineer, what are the things you are going to implement and what is your role here will be started over here. Okay, so in this course, these are all the course content I'm going to cover. These are all the software services I'm going to cover. Okay, so what is the total duration of this course and what are the prerequisites to learn this course? Prerequisites. So most of the people to learn this Azure Data Engineering course, do I need to learn anything prior to the Azure Data Engineering course? Nothing. You can start Azure Data Engineering course from today onwards without having any knowledge also. Okay. Some people are asking, sir, do we need any kind of SQL or Python knowledge is required? Yes. If we have already some Python and SQL knowledge, then it's well and good. Even if you don't have, what we are going to do over here, we will provide some SQL and Python, some SQL and Python free of cost, some recording videos. We are going to provide SQL and Python free of cost recording videos, whoever is going to join this Azure data engineering course. I'm going to give you 20 hours SQL, 20 hours Python recording videos. Those are fair enough for you. So whenever you have a free time, so you can do a self learning of the SQL and Python. If you want any live sessions, yes, you can join the live sessions as well, but those are the paid sessions. The live sessions are the paid sessions. But whoever is going to enroll for this Azure Data Engineering course, free of cost, we are going to provide SQL and Python 20 hours, 20 hours recording videos. These are enough for the data engineers. Anyhow, inside this Azure Data Engineering course, as a part of this, as a part of this data breaks, I'm going to cover here some basic Python to advanced PySpark. Okay, this is a commanding language on top of the Python. I'm going to cover inside this training over here. Okay, but if you want to refresh these two things on behalf of self-learning, then you can go ahead and take this SQL and Python recording videos in this course only. So while you are learning this Azure Data Engineering course, the live classes, by this taking these recording videos, you can watch it and you can do a self-learning of SQL and Python. Okay, all right. That is the one thing you need to focus on the parallel. Okay, so let's come to the Azure Data Engineering. Once this Azure Data Engineering course is completed, then what is the certification exam I need to write down? There is one exam, DP203. DP203 is the Microsoft certification exam. if you need any kind of assistance on this exam also, our team will help you to crack this uh, our team will guide you how to complete this certification exam as well. Okay, now coming to this Azure Data Engineering course. So total how much duration? So we are dividing this Azure Data Engineering training, Azure Data Engineering training, we are going to divide into two programs. We are going to divide this program into two programs. Why we need to divide into two programs? The reason, because this Azure Data Engineering course, whoever is going to learn, mostly they are belonging to a graduated or a post graduation. Let's take one example. They have completed their graduation in 2010, in between 2023. So immediately they got IT job, and they gained 9 years of experience on Java or whatever another technology. But now they want to upskill or change their technology, and now they are going to learn Azure Data Engineering course. And after completing this Azure Data Engineering course, when they are going to apply for the jobs, definitely they are going to apply by keeping of 2 to 5 years of experience on this Azure Data Engineering out of this 9 years of experience. This is one category who already in IT, but they want to upskill to Azure Data Engineering. Second category people also passed out in between 2010 and 23. They belongs to non-IT job. They are belongs to like a recruiter, HR, civil, mechanical, Google Maps, accountant. So these people are belongs to different uh, jobs. They have done non-IT jobs after the completion of their education, but now they want to come to Azure Data Engineering. By learning of this Azure Data Engineering course, they want to come to IT industry, but these people are also going to put some experience over here. Then after 2010 and 23 passed out, but they don't have any experience. They were preparing for the government exams, groups, banks, business, and a career gap over here. Career gap have. So whatever the 9 years of career gap they have, now they want to come to IT. They will learn this course, and they are going to mention some experience over here. The fourth category is the recently passed out freshers. So all these kind of people, when they're going to learn this Azure Data Engineering course, so definitely they are going to put some experience, right? When they're putting the experience, if they're just taking only Azure Data Engineering training, that may not help for them to crack the interviews as a experience, to work on the real time as a experience. Only program one is not enough. The reason why out of 100 students only 10 to 15 students only getting the jobs is because they are just completing their training. But if they are completing this second program also, 100 percentage they are eligible, they can able to crack the interview as a experience, 3 to 4 years of experience. They can able to work on the real time projects. Let's understand what is program 1 and what is program 2. So program 1 is a Azure Data Engineer normal training. This is going to be, actual price is 20,000, but we are giving offer to 14,999. This course, the program 1 is going to be 50 to 60 hours duration. Daily 1 hour session we are going to conduct, Monday to Friday. Live sessions we are going to conduct it over here. And also we are going to offer some class recording videos every day once the class completed. Daily class notes after class also, you can able to reach us for the doubts clarification through the chat as well. Weekly test, sample resumes, certification guidance, course completion certificate, interview question and answer, end to end project. All these things we are going to offer for you. This is a program 1, Azure Data Engineering program 1. As a part of this Azure Data Engineering program 1, what are all the course content we are covering? On top, I told already: cloud introduction, Azure fundamentals, Azure Data Engineering license creation, storage services like a storage account blob, storage account data lake, Azure SQL database, Synapse, Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, live streaming analytics, logic apps, key vaults, event hubs, Azure administration, DevOps, Git repository, Power BI. These are all the things we are going to cover as a part of this data engineering one. Okay. In the program one, we are mostly focusing on the training part. Now coming to the program two. Now coming to the program 2. So program 2 is main focus on, I want you to compete with the person who has already real time experience in the market. When he is coming to the interview, you also should perform same and similar kind of experienced person. So this second program, this is a placement assistance program. This is a placement assistance program. This we are going to conduct again 30 more hours. 30 more hours we are going to conduct. This is taken by someone, other mentor will be taken after 2 weeks of your training start. That means the program one we are going to start from the Monday. Okay, after 2 weeks, that means exactly after 2 Mondays, we are going to start this second program, because we need to complete at least 2 weeks syllabus, then only this program can be started. This program is only on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday over here. This is overall 30 hours we are going to spend for this second program. What exactly we are going to cover in this second program? In this second program, we are going to conduct a agile methodology. Agile methodology means in real time how you are receiving the tasks, how project has designed, and sprint wise, like there are 8 to 10 sprints we are going to conduct, and task wise we are going to create some tasks, scenario based tasks. Apart from program 1, whatever the scenarios we are covering, we are going to make you 175 more scenarios. Those 175 more scenarios we have to do hands on. Okay, and then interview question and answer, we are going to like how to tell introduction as a experienced guy, how to tell project flow explanation, and also we are going to conduct few mock interviews for like people when they are going to join the sessions. They should not they should not miss even the first call or second call. And also we are going to focus on the resume preparation according to your profile by keeping 3 to 4 projects in your resume, because definitely when you are going to apply as an experienced person, at least 3 to 4 projects we need to keep. And end to end project also we are going to cover. So what exactly this schedule, we are going to make it on the weekends. This is only on the weekends program, Saturday Sunday. Saturday first 1 hour, like we are going to focus on that 175 scenario based, how many tasks you are able to do, what you are not able to. This is more interactive session. It's like a more from your end you are going to do, because in the program 1 we will teach you more, but in the program 2 you will do more. And the next 1 hour on the Saturday we are going to focus on the project, and Sunday 1 hour interview preparation, and next 1 hour mock interviews we are going to conduct. So this is how we are going to schedule the second program after 2 weeks over here. So the person whoever is completing this program 1 and program 2, most of the students are, they are like pretty confident on the interview when they are attending over here. Okay, so we are going to start these programs. The first we are going to start from this Monday, the program 1, that is a Azure Data Engineering program. We are going to start our regular training. All right, so if anybody wants to speak with me, then you just reach out this number 7997457228. You just reach out this number, or you can visit our office in Amirpet as well. And so on Monday onwards, we are going to start our regular sessions. What is the timings and everything? Our team will reach out you, and they will take your convenient timings. Then after they are going to, then after they will decide what is the best time for everyone. Okay, and also we are like I have written 3 Azure Data Engineering books. One is a step-by-step Azure Data Engineering book and interview top 20 MNC book I have written, and we had many people placed even in US, Canada, Australia, and India. We are doing placement assistance as well, like finding some jobs and trying to sharing their resumes. Also, we are going to do it over here. Okay. So if anybody not yet shared your contact number, can you guys please ping me your contact number in the chat over here in the GoToMeeting chat? So we are offering these programs like the Azure Data Engineering program and program 2 in the online only. but every day you guys can come to our office from morning to evening. You can sit in our office, and there are mentors, there are some other students. Many students will come, mostly data engineers. They are practicing from morning to evening. You can come for practicing purpose from morning to evening over there. Okay. So in this Azure Data Engineering course, we are going to teach from basic Python to PySpark, advanced level. So whatever the self-learning SQL and Python we are sharing free of cost, that is as per your schedules. You can able to watch those videos and you can do it. It's not mandatory every day you need to watch that one. Whenever you have a time, you can complete by end of the course. Okay. So program 2 will start after 2 weeks. Whatever the syllabus has completed, from there onwards it will start. Okay. Can all of you please share your contact number? Few people not yet shared your numbers. Madhu, Sai Kiran, Vinay, Reddy, Sanju, and Kumar. Can all of you please share your? So for Python, PySpark is a live sessions I'm taking as a part of data engineering. There is a Databricks concept. I'm giving self-learning videos free of cost, SQL and Python. Okay, SQL and Python free of cost. Okay, free of cost. You need to. I'm going to share, but Python with basic and PySpark I'm going to cover as a part of the data engineering. Okay. So for Python and SQL, if anybody need live sessions, those are the paid sessions. Okay. So just reach out that number displayed on the screen for any further queries. Now, if you guys have any questions, you can ask the questions.